Hi everybody, myself Kaish and this is our 7th lecture in sequence of learning Python for data science. So basically in this lecture we are going to learn about string formatting, how we can use print formatting while dealing with strings. So string formatting lets you to inject items into a string rather than trying to chain items together using commas or string concatenation. As you can see here, we have a variable Thomas and another variable is points. Now we can use string formatting here like the last night, and we can concatenate player and points here to make string formatting. But this is not a good way to write string formatting to use print while dealing with string formatting in Python. Instead of concatenating, we can use some other methods like fstring methods, modulo method, dot format method for string formatting in Python. So in this video, in this episode, we will learn about the various method of string formatting. So let's get started. So basically there are some ways in which we can perform string formatting. The first and oldest method involves placeholders using the modulo character. We will see everything in this video how we can perform string formatting, and the oldest method is using the placeholders using modulo. And after this oldest method, a new method that is a improved method comes into picture, that was dot format method. And after that we have the newest method that is used in 3.6 Python 3.6, that is called fstring, and this is basically used for string formatting. So all three formatting methods we will discuss in this video, and let us start with the oldest method that involves placeholders using the modulo character. So in this method, in this formatting of placeholders, we can use this symbol. You can use to inject a string in your print statement. Like you want to print I am going to buy, and you want to inject something here, like that is something you want to inject something here, so you can just put I am going to buy, and you put this symbol here, and you will put what you are going to inject here. So when you run this command, you will see it will print I am going to buy something here. Now you can't just put only one statement, you can't just put only one word for injection. You can inject more than two words or three words. You can pass multiple item by placing inside a tuple after this modulo operator. Now like print I am going to inject modulo s, you have to inject something here, and then you want also to inject something here. So you will pass two words, two items in a tuple. Like I'm going to inject, this one will pass to this, and text here, and modulo s more will be injected to here. So it will print I am going to inject some text here and more text here. Along with, in this method we can also pass variables like let us suppose we have two variables x and y, and both of them contains two different items, like s contains some and y contains more. This is a new method. You might be unfamiliar with this method to declare some variables. Like if you declare like this, the first one will goes to x and second one will goes to y. Now like we are using two items to inject at two places. Now we'll use these variables here, x and y. X will be injected to the first modulo s, and y will be injected to second modulo s. Let us see what we will get after running this code. So we'll see here I am going to inject sum. This sum contained in s is injected here, and at this place more is injected. Let us see about the format conversion methods. Now it should be noted that two methods, modulo s and modulo r, convert any Python object to a string using two separate methods, str and repr. We will learn more about these functions. We will see what these functions are in our course in later videos. But please make sure that modulo r and repr deliver the string representation of object including the quotation mark and any space character. So make sure that modulo r, when you use modulo r, it will deliver the string like the quotation mark will be there. Let us see this example. We have two statements. In first one we are using modulo s, and in second one we are using modulo r for string formatting. In first one we are passing Fred, and in also second one we are passing Fred. When you run this command, in the first one the Fred will be printed as a simple item like FRED, but while using the modulo r we will get the Fred in quotation mark. Let us run this command and see the output. So as you can see here, in the first case, while using the modulo s, we are getting Fred as a simple word, as a simple item. But while using modulo r, we are getting Fred in quotation mark. So this is the basic difference between using modulo s and modulo r. Now another example, tab inserts this /t inserts a tab into a string. When we use /t with s, it will do nothing. It will like tab will be printed like a tab. If you know what is tab is basically a space that is made up of 3 or 4 spaces. So when you run this command, you will see tab will be printed in the first case, and in the second case /t will be printed as usual. So you can see here the modulo s operator converts whatever it sees into a string. So modulo yes here will convert tab to the spaces including the strings and float. If there is some string here or some float number, it will convert it to a string. But the modulo d operator converts the number to integer first without rounding. Note the difference below. Now see what is the difference between using modulo s and modulo d. So modulo s is basically converts whatever it sees, it converts simply it into a string. But modulo d operator converts number into integer first without rounding. So let us run this command and see what we get. So as you can see, modulo s prints the number as it is given. It is given 3.75. So it converts this number to a string as it is given. But modulo d converts the number into a integer. If you know what is difference between an integer and a float, so we have given a float here. Float was our 3.75, but when we use the modulo d, it converts it into an integer. Integer is like a whole number. um, it will be converted to only 3. So we'll get only 3, and after converting it to an integer, it will convert it into a string. So I wrote 3 programs today will be printed while using modulo d. Now we'll learn about padding and precisions of floating point numbers. How we can use this method while dealing with padding and precisions. Floating point numbers use the format modulo and some integer dot some integer f. So here modulo 5 dot 2f, here 5 would be the minimum number of characters the string should contain. So 5 contains the minimum number of characters that a string should contain before the decimal point. They may be padded with white space if the entire number does not have this many digits. We'll see this in the below example how it works. Next to this, after the decimal, 2f stands for how many numbers to solve past the decimal point. So here 2f denotes that there should be only 2 digits or 2 numbers will be shown after the decimal. Let us see some example. So our first example is 5.2f. So there should be 5 minimum number of characters will be shown before the decimal and 2 characters will be shown after the decimal. When we run this command, we will see floating point numbers. We can see if there is 5, there should be minimum 5 numbers will be shown before the decimal, and after decimal 2 numbers will be shown. 2 digits, basically 2 digits will be shown. If this number does not contains the 5 digits, the minimum number of digits, then it will be shown with the spaces. Like if we change it with 10 here, then we'll see that there will be much more spaces than before. So this is padded here, this is padded with 10 characters, and the decimal point is using precision of 2. We can also see the same example here. We here only 3 will be printed, and after decimal nothing will be printed, so we will get the simple output 3. Sorry, this is this one denotes the minimum number of uh, characters. Here we can see 5 would be the minimum number of characters the string should contain. Now when you run this command, this below command, 1.5f, so you should get, after decimal there are only here 3 digits, so and now this should contains 5, so the remaining 2 digits will be replaces to 0, and the number would be 13.144, and 00 will be added here. Now what if we increase the number of here number of digits before, that is called basically padding, to 10 and here 2f, so we will see there will be more spaces on the left side, and of this contains the 2, so the precision will be 1.4. Same applies to this, we can see there will be more spaces here, and after decimal there will be only 2 digits. So if you want to learn more about what this method use, that modulo, how you can use modulo s for precision, padding and string formatting, you can go to the Python doc file and you can learn about this, how it works. So I'll give the link to this web page in the description and you can learn about it. Now we should learn about formatting with the dot format method. Now we will see how we can use the string formatting using the dot format. And now here the multiple formatting, you can use the multiple formatting, nothing prohibits using more than one conversion tool in the same print statement. Like you can use modulo s, you can use the padding and precision, you can use the modulo r, and same goes, you can use the multiple formatting. Now let us see about dot format method. This is a better way of formatting strings. We can use the dot format while printing any string. The syntax is, we use this braces, and while dot format we pass the arguments that we want to insert here. Like let us take this example, we want to print this statement and we want to insert something here, so we will use dot format, and what we want to insert in this braces, in the place of this braces, we will pass this. So while running this command we will see this is a string with an insert, so insert will be injected here. So as the dot format method is the new method than the modulo s, so it has some advantage over the modulo s placeholder method. The first one is inserted objects can be called by index position. Now let us suppose we have inserted so many items to a statement like fox, brown, quick. So we can call all these items of this list with their indexes. Like we are calling the 0th index here, first one here, and quick is here. Then the quick will be printed first, the quick, and then brown, and then fox. So we can use the index position to insert objects in dot format method. And second advantage is inserted objects can be assigned keywords. Like suppose we are assigning some, you can suppose here the a is variable which contains 1, b contains 2, c contains 12.3. These are basically the keywords which we can use while inserting. Like a will be inserted here, b will be inserted here, and c will inserted here. Now run this command and see what we'll get. First object, this is first, second b 2, and third object is 12.3. You can see from here. Now the third advantage is inserted objects can be reused, avoiding duplication. So as you can see, we can use here the modulo while formatting, like a modulo s saved is a modulo s earned. So we can use penny 2 times here and here, but in dot format method we can assign a keyword p to this keyword, to this item, and we can use p 2 times. So here the duplication is avoided inserting that p keyword 2 times. Now let us see the alignment and padding and precision with dot format. So in this braces we usually define what is the left alignment if it is a right alignment, what is rounding parameter, and so on. So as you can see here, the left, it starts with 0 index. The first insertion in the, let us see the first printing statement. It says while inserting fruit, it will start with 0th index and goes up to 8, as you can see here. And while inserting quantity, it starts with 1, the 0th is empty, and goes up to 9. So this is the basic example how you can use alignment, padding, and precision with dot format method. By default, dot format aligns text to left. It is by default condition in dot format that it aligns the text to the left and number to the right. As you can see, the numbers are aligned to right and the text are aligned to left. But if you want to align to left or right or in the center, you can use this for left alignment, this one for the right middle alignment, or that is center alignment, and this one for the right alignment. So run this command and see and verify all of this. So here, first one is for the left alignment, the left, second one is for the center, and third one for the right. And this one's the same, the same, the same. Now you can precede the alignment operator with a padding character. Like you can use here some padding, like here some you have some empty, but you can use some characters, some padding character, like here you can use equals to, here you can use that dash, here you can use dot, and you can use this to show the padding is used here. Field widths and float precision are handled in a way similar to placeholders. While dealing with the placeholders, we see how you can set the precisions in the decimal point number, and so we can use the same way in the dot format methods for the float precision. Like we have the number 13.579, so in the same way 10 will be used for the padding and 2 will be, so the number of digits it will print after the decimal point number. So run this command and see, this is the padding and this shows the decimal, the number of digits after the decimal. As you can see, this one is for dot uh, modulo s, and this one is for the dot format method. This prints the same. Note that there are 5 spaces following the colon. This one is the 5 places in the same, in the both cases. 5 5 characters taken up to the 13.58 for a total of 10 characters. And if you want to know some more about this dot format method, just go to this link and learn about the format string syntax. Now let us see about the Fstring method, formatted string literals. This was introduced in Python 3.6. Fstrings offer several benefits over the older dot format method and the modulo s placeholder. And now we will see how we can use Fstrings in the below examples. You can bring outside variables now using the F literals, formatted string literals, F strings. We can use the outside variables immediately just by calling them. Like here, let us say we have a variable name contains the Fred, and while dealing with the F string, you use just F and um, this this one is for a string, double quotes or single quotes, and you can just put here name in the curly braces. So when you run this command, you will see he said his name is Fred. We can use also pass that one to get the string representation. While in the previous examples we used mostly the modulo r to get the string representation, but in this case we use the exclamation r to get the string representation. So when you run this command, you'll see the Fred will be printed in the quotation. Float formatting follows. So in the, while dealing with the float formatting, while dealing with the precisions in for the floating point numbers, how we can deal with the floating point numbers while using Fstring. So let us see the result. And in the braces we use 3 parameters. First one is the value. What is the value? If the number is 13.57, then it will goes to value, then this is the width and this is the precision. And in the format you can see you use the value and 10.4f, and in the same way we can use the F string. This will become the value, and we will use the 2 curly braces for both of them, for 10 and for this one 4. So the value 10 and 6. So let us suppose we have an example. Number contains 23.45678. Now using the dot format, we just pass this in the format, the num will pass to this, and we make sure to use the curly braces to define what is the precision here and other things, like we have 10 and dot 454, sorry. So in this, the using f string will use the num, this is the value, the make sure you know how the syntax works in the f string. So number goes to here, 10 goes to here, and 6 goes to here. So while printing this, we'll see both will print the same thing. Note that with f string, precision refers to the total number of digits. So here precision refers to the total number of digits, not just those following the decimal. So this was our confusion, like here it was just 4 and here it is 6, but in here precision refers in the f string methods, the precision refers to the total number of digits in the number. So here we have 6 digits, that's why we have used 6. Let us use 5 and see what we will get here. So we'll see the last one is omitted, 4 5, and the number is 4 5 6 7, and we can see here now we have 5 3 to 5, 3 to 5, we get this number, and rounding off it becomes 7. Now let us change it to 6 and get the same result. Okay, now let us suppose we have number 23.45. now using the dot format method, we usually print it by this, and using the f string we'll use this one is the number, and this one is the precision, and this one is the padding. Now when you print this, we'll get only in this we'll get this one is the padding, this one is the padding, and after decimal it should contain 4 digits, so it contains the 4 digit. And in f string it should contains the 10, and after decimal it should contains, like in this f string, precision means the total number of digits in the number. If it is less than the precision, then it does don't worry, it will print the whole number. And if it the precision is less than the number of digits in the given number, so the number of digits from the last of from the right side will be omitted. So now let's move forward and see, if this becomes important, we can use always dot format method syntax inside f string. So you can use in this f string while dealing with the precisions and the padding, it becomes difficult to recognize how we can use the padding and how we can use the precision. So usually we use the dot format method syntax in the f string. Like we can see here, we have used the dot format syntax, that is num 10.4 f, so it will print the same. We have used here the dot format method in the f string. So if you want to learn more about the f string methods, if you want to get something from the documentary of the Python, you can refer to this page and see how the formatted string literals works. So guys, this was regarding print formatting with strings, how we can use the print formatting, how we can use the format strings, how we can insert some new items to a string, and how you can use the precision padding while dealing with the floating point number. So overall this was regarding the print formatting, and the next lecture we will see about the lists in the Python. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share it to your friends.